So what's up guys, Sophie again and welcome back. So today we're playing some Modern Warfare 3 and I'm probably 100% going to kill myself because this game just frustrates the absolute life out of me. It honestly kills me. Out of all the Call of Duties I've played, this for me is probably the worst. And there's quite a lot of people out there that actually really like this game, but me for one, actually no, this isn't my most disliked because you know what, I completely forgot about Ghosts because I don't even see that as a Call of Duty. For me personally, Ghosts just doesn't exist. But out of all the Call of Duties, excluding Ghosts, this is probably my most disliked Call of Duty out of all of them. Anyway, aside from, you know, this COD probably being my most disliked COD of all time, I was walking back to my car from work today, and I work in a hospital, and obviously people who work in hospitals like consultants and stuff, like doctors, they have quite a bit of money, and a lot of them have nice cars, I'm not going to lie, a lot of them have very nice cars. And I was just like walking through, I was like, you know what, these guys, they probably have their dream car right now. And I was thinking of like, what would my dream car be? And I've actually got some like thought as to what, not thought, but I guess like there's a couple of cars. It's not just like the one car I want. There's several cars that I would love to have, but obviously due to money I can't have them because one, because they're extremely expensive, and two, I just don't earn enough money to to buy myself an extremely nice car. But out of like, I mean, there's probably about, off the top of my head, there's probably about 4 cars that I would love to have. Like, I would love to have like a fleet of cars, and there's 4 that I can think off the top of my head that, you know, I wouldn't die for, but you know, if I had the money, they'll probably be the first things that I'd buy. You know, fuck buying a house, I'd go buy myself some cars, man. So obviously, probably everyone's favorite car, or 2, I would say, is probably the one I want the most is probably the Audi TT. I mean, who doesn't want an Audi TT? And to go with that, I'd love to get an Audi R8 as well. But I would have them both like completely blacked out, like the wheels blacked out, like so black alloys. I'd get like tinted windows, like the car would just be completely black and everything. And personally, I think that would look really sick to have both of them just like completely blacked out. Other people may have other opinions, but you know, screw your opinions, man. People can't have opinions on the internet, so screw you. There's 2 more that I would love to have. So one's a Ford Mustang. It wouldn't be like the old Ford Mustang. It would be like, you know, the new ones. And a lot of you guys would be like, what the fuck would you want a new Mustang? I've just got a thing for brand new cars. Like there's just something about brand new cars. I'm just like, you know what? If I was to get a car, it'd have to be brand new. My first car was an old Vauxhall, of course, like a silver one, which I've still got, which my brother uses. And after that, I went and bought myself a brand new Ford Ka, not like the old ones, like the newer model. And it was a nice little car, and like for my first like car that I actually kind of paid for myself, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And then last year, I bought myself a Vauxhall Adam, and you know, it's like my little baby. Really. It's a nice red and black car. It's got everything I need. It's got a touch screen. It's got Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just for like new technology, which is probably why I would prefer to have a new car. So get like a new Ford Mustang, have like the latest technology in it, and like get a new Audi R8, have like technology in it, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff I take into consideration when buying a car. Like, what kind of tech does it have in it? Does it have the most up-to-date stuff in it, and all that kind of stuff? So that for me is why I'd go for the brand new Ford Mustang as opposed to an old one. But there's one car that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, and it's something that I would absolutely love. And I've loved this car for years and years and years. And I nearly bought a second-hand one, but decided against it because the insurance would probably be like ridiculous. But they're not overly expensive to buy second-hand. But it was a Mazda MX-5. And it's not like the sportiest of cars, it's not like the most, flashiest of cars, but for me personally, it's a nice sports car. What do you call it, sports? It's a nice convertible car, basically. It's a nice car that can be a convertible. And I don't know, for me, it just ticks all the boxes. So the MX-5, obviously it's been on Top Gear and things like that, and people say, like, don't go off what Top Gear tell you. Whatever, fuck you guys. So my granddad is like, he's really into his cars, like properly into his cars, and I talk to him all the time about cars and like what I would want to get and things like that, and he could literally, if you lift up a bonnet, he would tell you exactly what screw bolts there, what this all means, what that all means. And I'm just like, you know what, that's just like literally going over the top of my head. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. But when it comes to all that kind of stuff, like the ins and outs of a car, like he would tell you everything. Like he'll, like literally down to a T. I was talking to him about what kind of cars I'd like, and I told him like, you know what, I'd really like to get like an MX-5 maybe one day if I can ever afford it. And he was like, you know what, that's probably the best decision you could ever make. I was like, oh, what's that? It's like, well, they come up really well when it comes to, you know, miles per gallon and all that kind of stuff, and they're probably the best in like a type of sports car kind of car, really. So they're really good on petrol. They're incredibly reliable. So I mean, most Mazdas are. I haven't really known a Mazda to not be reliable, but I'll definitely get like I'd have to get the new model. The new one looks absolutely gorgeous. Like I'd love a brand new MX-5, but simply cannot afford it right now. But if I was to, if I could afford a car, like not like an overly stupidly priced one, like an Audi R8, like a, you know, like a sportish type kind of car. If I had the choice between a TT and an MX-5, personally, I'd probably go for the MX-5. I think. You know what? It's a tough decision. It is an incredibly tough decision. But you know what? I'd go for the MX-5 because I've always loved the MX-5 since I was like first looking at cars, and I was like, you know what, they're nice cars, man, they're nice cars. And then obviously started like looking at the Audi TT and things like that, but I would stick with the car that I first kind of laid eyes on, and just like it's like I don't know, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that I'm kind of like, I'm incredibly attached to, even though I don't have one. But it's definitely a car I would buy. So I think if I get, you know, a higher paid job in IT or whatever, my next car, I would love my next car to be an MX-5. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But my dream cars definitely be an Audi R8, an Audi TT, an MX-5 and a Ford Mustang. I'm probably looking to get like an SUV. People would say like get a Range Rover, but you know what, fuck the Range Rovers. I'll probably get another Audi, like a Q5 or a Q3 or something. But we'll see what the future holds. I probably won't ever be able to afford any of those, but you never know. We can always hope. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and a comment, and also comment down below what your like dream car would be, or if you could buy like a fleet of cars, what would they be? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.